With over 450 million users per month, TripAdvisor is the world's largest travel platform that helps millions of travelers around the world make the right decision about their travel plans, says Scott Wegener, Director of Enterprise Sales of TripAdvisor. Wegener, who was recently in India, says that TripAdvisor is seeking to strengthen its position further in India, one of its most important markets.
I think it's absolutely the fact that TripAdvisor contains over 1 billion reviews and opinions of real travellers. So these are people that have travelled, experienced and are sharing their experiences online. And so the Indian traveller can go and read those reviews, get the feedback, good, bad, whatever it is, and make their own decisions based on the feedback that they're hearing from, real people, real travellers that have done what they want to do. So I think that's the key USP for TripAdvisor and for Indian travellers. It's a really essential market for TripAdvisor. We've got a huge following here. A large percentage of our global audience, is based here in India, and we know that they use our site. And I think the other thing that we're seeing is for Indian travellers, there's a lot of pent-up demand at the moment for travel and for doing something different. So we're definitely seeing a spike in traffic for Indian travellers looking at Indian destinations, Indian hotels, Indian experiences, etc. But the other thing that's really interesting is we're seeing a lot of international travellers also looking at India. So India is very important from a domestic standpoint, but also from an international standpoint, because there's a lot of demand for people outside of India looking at India. So yeah, it's very important. Probably post-COVID, there's definitely a shift to people looking at not necessarily all of the typical popular attractions, but maybe looking at something a little bit different from their experience, from their travel experience. Probably not always looking at the big cities, but looking at going out a little bit more remotely and possibly avoiding crowds, because they've kind of become almost conditioned to trying to stay away from big crowds and things like that. So we've definitely seen a shift to kind of more remote locations, and I think more cultural experiences. Once again, not just the traditional, more popular activities and attractions, but trying something a little bit different and immersing yourself in the culture of the area that you're in. Whether it's trying local food or going to a local temple, going to a local park. It's definitely outdoor activities, it's remote locations, and immersing yourself in the culture of that particular place that you're visiting. Other travellers' experiences and opinions, and that's where TripAdvisor comes into play. Obviously, we pride ourselves on being the largest global travel platform, travel guidance platform. We have over 456 million users come to our site every month. So that's because people know they can come to our site and they can read about other people's experiences and what they would recommend and what they would suggest people avoid. And so they can take all of those different opinions into account and then make their own decisions on what they want to do. But yeah, that's definitely what influences travellers the most when they come to TripAdvisor. It's a prominent player in the Indian market, but we aim to be even more prominent. I think there's definitely been, we're seeing a shift, as I said, in terms of people's travel habits, and people are, because they want to do something different, they want to be able to use a resource like TripAdvisor to understand, okay, where should I go? What's a bit different? What are other people saying about this place? Because I don't know a lot about it, or this restaurant, or this experience. So that's the other thing that I think is worth emphasising, is TripAdvisor is not just about hotels. People come to our site to read reviews on attractions, on dining options, on different activities to do when they're in destinations. So that's definitely the area that we influence most, and that we'll continue to, and we hope to grow even further in India.